Welcome to a new edition of All About Apps from the Clever Road Studio. Being new to the IT field and lacking experience in running startups may cause you to think that the cheapest solution is best for you. Sure, sometimes it can work, but at Clever Road we strongly believe that quality, not price, is the best option. Recently conducted research found that only 16% of users gave an application more than 2 chances to work to their expectations. 79% of consumers are likely to retry an app only once or perhaps twice. In other words, you may never get a third chance to impress your customer. It's a fact that a poor application experience may discourage users from using that app again. To be successful in the application development business, you need to follow one simple rule. Always strive for a working solution from the very beginning. Of course, a few bugs in the first release is usual, but a buggy app is nothing compared to the poor performance of the whole application. Now, judging from the title of this article, you may have already guessed that today's topic is about the advantages of native app development. We aim to demonstrate why this is so. First of all, what is a native app? By native, we mean that the application is designed specifically for one platform. For example, iOS, Android, Windows, etc. Specifically, a native application is a separate product running on your mobile device. It is not a conversion tool that allows web page content to be displayed regardless of the device or platform it is being viewed on. Apps can be written in non-native languages such as JavaScript, HTML or CSS, which are then emulated or translated using special software tools. These are known as hybrid apps. JavaScript engines like Rhino and JavaScript Core act like platform interpreters. But there are drawbacks to this one-size-fits-all approach. Here are just some of the reasons why native app development has its advantages. Reason 1, the development process. Developers tend to specialize in the programming language used by specific platforms. They know and fully understand the hows and whys of their chosen language, as well as the guidelines and application program interfaces and code provided by the platform makers and third-party collaborators. This allows the app being developed to work seamlessly with that platform's operating system and partner software. Reason 2, device features. Because the app has been designed to run with a particular operating system in mind, it complies with all the technical and user guidelines. Users find it more intuitive and therefore friendly and enjoyable because everything is where they expect it to be. Device utility access, such as GPS, camera, calendars, etc., need no special integration coding because they speak the same language as your app. Reason 3, speed. Giants like LinkedIn and Facebook had their first sites built in HTML5, later regretting they had done so. They have both moved across to native apps. Why? Because they work faster and are more responsive, which equates to a better user experience. This is because hybrid apps need to work through a native browser, making them slower than an independent app. Reason 4, the type of app. If your app is nice and simple, then a hybrid solution may be the best option for you. A shop window for your visitors to browse your product offerings, but not to buy online. To-do lists, magazine articles, my favourite cat pictures, that sort of thing, fit neatly into the sort of category that is well served by a hybrid app. However, if you want the capability of providing a full online shopping service with user accounts, shopping carts, payment gateways, then you will need to go native. Other apps best suited to native platform coding include messengers, games, planners and device utility integrated apps. Reason 5, maintenance. Of course, hybrid apps are easier to maintain. You can update the content whenever you want, because it is only viewed on the customer device, not installed. But you may come unstuck if, in the future, you want to add some more functionality. Modified native apps need to be released and the customer notified when there is a newer version, which needs to be installed. If the content of your app is not likely to change very much after release, or what you want to expand its uses at a later date, then a native app is a good investment. Reason 6, offline functionality. If you think users are going to have connectivity issues, then going native is the best option for you. Games, organisers, players and even navigators can work offline because their content has already been downloaded. With HTML5, in-browser caching is supported, but it's still not as effective as a native app. Reason 7, pricing. There is no getting away from the fact that native apps are more expensive than a hybrid equivalent. This price differential is compounded if you want to go cross-platform. But you have to consider the cost of an app that doesn't live up to the expectations of the user. Bad reviews, negative publicity and mass uninstalls result in little or no purchase or advertising revenue and creates a bad reputation for this and future offerings. If you want to add functionality in the future, that may not be possible with a hybrid app, so you have to start over. It's also worth pointing out that people are generally prepared to pay for apps built specifically for the platform their device is using, whereas they expect hybrid apps to come as freebies. To conclude, before deciding what solution is best for you in your app, think about its functionality, potential growth, and the expectations of prospective viewers or customers. Remember, apps that supply more functionality, such as geolocation, payment services, and device utility integration, will need to go native from first release. At present, there is no such thing as a single cross-platform app, but as with everything in this business, I'm sure it's only a matter of time before someone develops one. But until then, try and go native. Well, that's all for today. If you want to read the full article, then go to the blog page on the Clever Road website. You'll find the direct link below. See you again soon on the next edition of All About Apps, and please don't forget to subscribe.